Now this one, chalk this one up to just like the Batgirl of, well, I'll believe this one when I see it, because I don't want to be the boy who cried Star Trek here, but this project has really struggled over the past few years, but maybe there'll be renewed interest now in a new Star Trek movie, as WandaVision director Matt Shakman has been attached to direct a new installment of Star Trek. Now, details are kind of scarce right now, but the belief is that he will, with him at the helm, they are hoping to bring back Chris Pine, Zoe Saldana, and everyone else. And there was rumors for a while that they want to bring back Chris Hemsworth and kind of bridge that gap. This is, again, I will believe it when I see it. I would like to believe this will happen. However, the next Star Trek, whatever it is, Star Trek 4, has been so start-stop, life-death, over and over and again, rinse and repeat, that until cameras are rolling, or even until then, until we get our first trailer, I just have a hard time believing it's real. Just because Josh and I have been very vocal about how much we love all three of the Star Trek movies, JJ's 2 and Justin Lin's Star Trek Beyond. We love all three of them. But we have to face the facts. All three of those were incredibly expensive movies. And while they made money, they lost money with each passing movie. Even though they did decent, they were just so expensive to make. And here's the problem. From everything we heard, the next Star Trek was supposed to be lower in scale and lower in budget. That way, they wouldn't have to make so much money to recoup its losses. If you want Zoe Saldana, who is a part of the highest grossing movie of all time, no matter what movie it is, if it's Avengers or Avatar, she's a part of either one, she's going to be expensive. Chris Pine is going to be expensive because ever since he did Star Trek, he did some other no-name project called Wonder Woman. So he's a very hot commodity. Oh, really? Star Trek, you're trying to save money. Let's hire Chris Hemsworth back. Yeah, he's going to be a cheap option to bring back. The only one that might be a relatively cheaper option than the rest would be Zachary Quinto as Spock. But even then, I don't see him being a cheap option either. I want a new Star Trek. I love all three of these new ones. I love the cast. I love Carl Urban. That's been known numerous times throughout the podcast. I refuse to believe this project will move anywhere until it actually starts, because it's just been so start-stop. Josh, with Matt Shakman now attached to it, are you more excited, less excited? Do you still have your doubts like me, like I do?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll believe it when I see a trailer. And even then, I probably won't believe it. As much as I would love for another Star Trek movie to happen, it's, like you said, it's been so stop and go. There's been no real movement. A whole bunch of people saying things, but nothing really happening. I think hasn't there already been like one or two directors attached to directing?
Yeah, I was just about to bring this up to you. Didn't we just a few months ago talk about Noah Hawley coming on for the Star Trek? Is he no longer attached to this? Like,
correct.
Is this like an Uncharted situation where it's just directors and actors continually dropping out? Or is this like a going back to the drawing board every single time? Or is this we have to continue this line? Is it like Quentin Tarantino was talking about, of doing a completely separate universe? What are we doing here? Like, Paramount is milking Star Trek for everything it's worth on Paramount Plus, basically, with Picard, Discovery, everything else. The movies are nowhere to be seen right now, and I think it's because they have not been able to make financially the money that they were hoping with the the three newer Star Treks. You've got to do something, but you might have to just start over. Not like full reboot, because with Star Trek, at least, you don't have to reboot. You can just set it in a different time period, like Star Trek The Next Generation or Star Trek Enterprise. God, I would love to see a revival of Enterprise. Come at me, Trekkies. I liked Enterprise a lot. That's what that's the one with Scott Bakula.
Yeah. I was going to say, it was like, Picard's a thing right now. What are you talking about?
No, but Enterprise was legit.
Too legit to quit.
No, I'm surprised they haven't just been like, okay, we just want all the major stars to come back. Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
you're coming back from Star Trek Nemesis. Come back, please.
Bro, say less. Say less. More Tom Hardy. Let's bring it on, big guy. Let's go.
This is clearly
sounds like
spoken.
he's not busy with anything. So.
This is clearly spoken like someone has clearly not seen Tom Hardy in Star Trek Nemesis. No offense to Tom Hardy, but everybody's got to start somewhere, I guess.